Of course, it's possible to live without a job. There are people all over the world without jobs. Some of them are in impoverished nations, some of them in industrialized wealthier nations, and they manage to survive. Their lifestyles and quality of life might be very bad in some cases, homeless, starving, living in the wilderness, but they exist, and so they prove it is possible. There are of course also plenty of people who live completely regular, healthy lives without jobs. Spouses who stay at home while their partner goes to work. People with disabilities who receive assistance from the government and friends and family. People who inherit wealth from their family. People who are part of some group, religious, ideological, that is self-sufficient by growing their own food and living as a collective entity. So here's an example of just a few possible ways to live without a job. The most obvious one is to get married to someone who wants to be the one with a job, while you are the one who stays home to take care of the children. A more radical way is to go to a location that has mostly very warm weather with very few severe storms. Look into local food charities that provide daily meals to the poor and homeless, and live in shelters or in squat properties. Another one is to live life by the seat of your pants. Sell your organs, sell your bone marrow, sell your blood and plasma. Sign up to any and all medical experiments that offer money. Notice that some of these options are less desirable than others. Some of these options are just as much work as having a job, if not more. Also notice that quality of your life will suffer in some of these options. None of the other realistically possible options for living without a job will provide you with the same opportunities and quality of life and sense of fulfillment as taking the time to find out what you really enjoy doing in life, and then seeking a job related to that. But even if you can't find an employment field that at least interesting to you, we live in the world where employment is generally necessary in order to eat and have shelter and enjoy the basic comforts of life. They call it a job instead of recess playtime for a reason. It's work, it takes effort, and it may not be fun, but people do it, because that's just the reality we live in. Even if you raise your own food on your own land and are self-sufficient, that takes work. Your job then becomes planting and watering and tending and picking your vegetables and fruits, tending to your animals and so on. The question is where you choose to put your efforts, into daily survival attempts or into a job that provides the means to more easily take care of daily survival and allow long-term planning for survival. Yes, obviously in some utopian fantasy it would be nice if we could all just do whatever we please and have what we want to be given to us. But most people in the real world want to work because it provides not just the ability to have a better life, but also because it provides a feeling of contribution to society and being part of something larger than themselves on some level. There are many ways to do that, of course, from having regular employment, traditional job, to making art, to raising children, but all of those things are jobs and work, even if not recognized as such by society. So decide what you like in life, decide what things interest you, and then decide to pursue them. And remember that pursuing things you enjoy is a sort of work anyway. You should take the time to figure out how to best make that pursuit into something that provides employment for you and contributes something positive to those around you. Good luck too!